Hi guys, I'm Stefan, welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to show you a trick that you might not know about, which allows you to play or work out the notes of any scale and any chord in any key without actually knowing the names of the notes or any music theory at all. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. So, as you know, I'm not the kind of person who would discourage you from learning music theory. It's really important, but sometimes you might want to figure out a scale and you haven't quite learned that key signature yet, or you just want to double check yourself to make sure you're playing the right notes because something doesn't sound quite right, or maybe you're just really interested in patterns and tricks. So what I'm going to show you is very easy to recreate at home, and you can use this to work out the scales and the chord notes. So we're going to use a piece of paper and a Sharpie pen, and I'm going to get into this now when I'm going to show you the keyboard in a little bit closer up so we can have a look at these patterns. So when you look at your keyboard, you might think that the white keys are much wider and bigger than the black keys, but in reality, all the keys are the same size at the top of the keyboard. So if you look here, then the distance for each key is going to be identical, because obviously we have 12 identical semitones in an octave. So an 88 key piano keyboard is going to have 88 exactly identical slots at the top to put the keys in. Now this means that we can draw patterns for scales and chords. So if I put this piece of card here, then I can basically start with a C major scale, which is the easiest, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and I'm going to draw a line for each of the notes. So here is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So this one is my major scale formula, and as you can see, each line corresponds to a note. Now what if I want to play a D major scale? All I need to do is shift my paper so it lines up with the D, and now you can see that I have my D major scale with the sharps and black notes. So D, E, and you can see this shows me I need to play a black note, an F sharp, then a G, A, B, C sharp, and D. And if I want to play, let's say, an F sharp major scale, then I just shift it further up, and now you can see F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, and F sharp, which means that you don't actually need to know the names of these notes. You can just see which ones you need to play, and it's much easier to memorize or work out the notes or double check yourself. And you can do the exact same for a minor scale. So you can start with the easiest one. Let's turn around the paper. And we're going to do an A minor scale. And we're going to do a harmonic one because it has a nice sharpened seventh. So A is our first note. Then we have a B, C, D, E, F. And now here is the sharpened seventh, G sharp, and A. So if I play this, that's our A minor harmonic scale. Now again, if I move this to C, I'm going to get my C minor harmonic scale, which is C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B natural, and C, and that's how easy it is. So you can basically work out the notes for any major minor scale once you have the pattern on a piece of paper, and it's going to work on any note of the piano. Now you can also do this with chords. So for example, let me show you another one. If I put my card here and I want a pattern for all the major chords because I want to play a pop song and it has a chart for chords, and I only know C major, but I don't know how to play A flat major or B flat major or any of those chords because I haven't learned about them before, or I don't know how to identify them, then again I'm going to play my C major chord, which is C, E, and G, and if I move this sheet now to E flat, I'm going to get my E flat major chord. So this works for any major chord. And you can do the same for minor chords. So I can do, again, my A minor chord. So A, C, and E. And if I move this up to C minor, just make sure that the sign is always in the middle of the key. I can get C, E flat G, and I can do this for any note. You can do the same for seventh chords. So for example, if I come back to my C chord, and I know the seventh is a B flat, then I'm going to put my little sign here, and this way now I can do an E flat major 7 chord. And that's how easy it is. And you can use this again for any chord, suspension chords, 7th chord, major 7th chords, 13th chords if you wish. So it works for any pattern because the piano is a visual instrument and it works in semitones, and all the semitones are the same distance. Well, I hope you found this helpful, and if you don't know already all of these chords and scales, then hopefully this is going to help you to figure out the notes. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.